So I told Chris that we would call him back because he wants to do a conference call with Ken.
So Dottie, I guess about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was here, I saw you, and the New York magazine had the cover, I think it's a bubble bursting...
Crash.
Crash.
I think it's going to slow down. You can't have 20–30% appreciation every year. But I think everyone seems to feel that it's like the stock market, that if it goes up, it has to crash. And that's not true in the real estate market. It can go up and then it can slow down, it can dip, but it doesn't have to crash, and I don't see it crashing. I never thought that Douglas Elliman would be for sale because it wasn't openly on the market. But then again, my past experiences never say never, and I called up Andrew Farkas. And he said, "Are you serious?" He said, "I want $73 million for New York City, and if you can get the money, you can have it." And I said, "Thanks, I'll be back to you." Called up people at Prudential. They thought I was insane. They never lent anybody that kind of money. But I just went after it. On the Monday of St. Patty's Day, we closed on a Friday. I wired the money by 5. That was my deadline. Monday, the president announced we were going to war. My mother's death was probably, you know, in retrospect, I was 10. When she wasn't sick, it was a car accident. We came back from skiing, and I think that without realizing it, you know, I had to grow up really quickly, and I didn't have somebody really making a whole lot of decisions for me.
What was it, Tuesday?
You get used to making decisions, and you get used to not being coddled so much. So I think that got me to really being not afraid of doing things, because I really wasn't pampered at all.
We have contract out 16 last week.
16 contracts out last week.
Yeah.
That's pretty terrific.
Yeah, and we're going for another...
Oh, I always believed in you, right? You got a great team. That's great. What was it, maybe 80 or 79, 80 when the interest rates went up to
81, it was 18%. Yeah.
All right. Well, I was in that market. And people actually took negative AMs, which they came out with for the first time. And they're like, what are they? That's suicidal. Whoever heard of a mortgage that goes backwards? But those people got in the game, okay, bought something, refinanced when the rates went down. So maybe they do an interest only, or they can use, but there are ways. People are doing it.
How are you?
Certainly have been through enough bad stuff in my life, but I try to, after I get through it, say, well, there must have been a reason, and try to find something positive. You can either be a victim, or you can do the best you can to make your own destiny.